to the incredible channel. Today I'll be giving out a loadout. This is a beginner loadout for the new power that just dropped on DC Universe Online, the new water power. This loadout is just your standard loadout for people who are beginners. That's people who are not familiar with healing yet, or people who are just trying to have a standard loadout that they can use efficiently in raids and alerts. So what I'll be doing is just giving out each move in the loadout first, and then I'll break down what each move does, so you can use it to the best of your ability in raids and alerts. Alright, so let's jump into this loadout and look at these moves. First move you're going to grab is Tempest Guard. That's your 8-man shield move. Next move will be Soothing Mist, which is your priority heals. Next move will be Mending Wave, which is your 4-man heal. High Tide, which is the move that powers up all your other healing moves. Solace of the Seas, which is your AoE heal over time move. And last but not least, your supercharged move, which would be Tranquil Pool. Now, let's break down each move. High Tide is going to be your most important move in this loadout, because when you use that High Tide and use any other moves in the loadout other than Solace of the Seas, it's going to grant them an extra ability. So I'm going to explain what each move in the loadout gets from this High Tide once it's activated. But first and foremost, the move that you always want up at all times is going to be Solace of the Seas. This is your AoE heals over time. Anybody who's in this AoE is going to be having heals over time, which means that their bar health is going to gradually increase within the raid, or within whatever instance you're in. So it's very important to make sure you keep that up at all times. Once you see that cooldown go down, you pop it right back up. So let's say you're in a raid, you see people getting really wrecked. What you would do is pop Tempest Guard first, so everybody gets a little bit of the damage reduced, and then you'll pop High Tide clipped into Mending Wave, and they'll give the people who are most injured a nice burst heal right after. You don't have to use High Tides. Like, you could save it for like crucial times, which is what I would recommend doing, because when you use it with anything like, let's say for instance, Tempest Guard, now pay attention to the sounds that it makes. When you use Tempest Guard by itself, it just gives you an 8-man group heal. an 8-man group shield. And once it breaks, it just makes a popping sound. Now once it breaks, it doesn't do anything. It's just an 8-man group shield. It holds them down for a little bit of time from damage, and then it's just gone. But when you use it with High Tides, once you hear that shield pop, you hear that sound instead. Now when you hear that sound, it gives them a burst heal. Now that's very important. Like, let's say you're getting wrecked and you need everybody to get a shield real quick. You're going to pop that shield. There's going to be plenty of people still getting wrecked, but those people that get wrecked, once that shield pops, is going to give them that burst heal at the end. But you got to make sure you do it right after you pop High Tide. You got to pop High Tide first. Now the reason why High Tide is cool is because High Tide is a move that also works with your supercharge. Your supercharge regularly is just a heal over time move. Tranquil Pool, once you use it, everybody in the group will be getting heals over time. That means that their life will be going up slowly. Like, it'll just be increasing slowly within the raid or within whatever instance you're in. But when you use it after you use High Tide, it also grants them a shield. Now the shield is not the same as the Tempest Guard shield. The shield that they'll be getting is this shield, which is called Bubble. It's the same. It has the same effectiveness as the other shield. It's just that it has a different animation, and you'll be able to know the difference. That when you pop High Tide, you'll see that shield go up once you pop Tranquil Pool with High Tide. So it's very useful in very clutch moments. High Tide is really mostly used. Don't use High. You want to use High Tide, like, you want to just keep on spamming High Tide. You use High Tide in clutch moments. Like, you just have the time which heal you need. Do you need the shields? Which one is more important, the shield, or just somebody who's just one person who's getting wrecked, or if it's about 4 to 5 people who are getting wrecked, or if you need like a really, really strong heal over time, everybody's just gets no damage for a quick second, this is what you would use. Now this is the standard beginner loadout for people who are just jumping in the water. This is very efficient, very easy to use, and later on I'm going to be giving out a loadout that I use personally. Is probably more of an expert loadout because it's very hard to use, but it's very efficient, well at least for me. And that's going to be in the link down below. So leave a like, subscribe, and leave any comments or anything that you would like to add, any additional information that you feel you should share, or any questions that you may have for me or about this loadout. Alright, catch you guys later. This is the Incredible Channel, and I'm out.